For years, the Honda Africa Twin has stood as a benchmark in the adventure motorcycling world. Rugged, capable, and dependable, it's earned its place in the hearts of long-distance travelers, off-road enthusiasts, and dual sport fans across the globe. But as the demand for lighter, more accessible adventure bikes grows, Honda has stepped up in 2026 with the long-awaited Africa Twin 650, a new model that sits perfectly between entry-level ADVs and heavyweight monsters like the 1100. Honda's goal here isn't to just release another middleweight bike. This 650 aims to bring a real adventure experience to a broader range of riders, from beginners to veterans, while still keeping the DNA of the Africa Twin alive. Whether you're tackling dirt trails in the Rockies or exploring the backroads of Utah, the Africa Twin 650 has been engineered to deliver excitement, confidence, and long-distance comfort. Let's dive deep into every corner of this new machine. Engine. Power that's friendly, but fierce. Let's start with what powers this midweight marvel. The 2026 Africa Twin 650 features a brand new 650 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, developed from the ground up. This isn't a detuned version of another Honda motor, this power plant was purpose-built for adventure. With a focus on low-end torque and usable top-end power, the engine produces around 75 horsepower and 65 Nm of torque. That's enough to cruise highways with ease and climb steep off-road trails without breaking a sweat. Honda's tuning team has worked hard to ensure the engine responds smoothly at low RPMs, with a meaty mid-range and a refined top end. It's perfectly paired with two transmission options, a traditional 6-speed manual gearbox and Honda's latest generation DCT, the dual-clutch transmission. Whether you prefer full manual control or clutchless ease, Honda offers both riding styles without compromise. The DCT, in particular, has been improved with smoother shift mapping and better low-speed modulation, ideal for both traffic and trail. Chassis and frame, light, strong, agile. Handling is one of the most critical elements in any ADV bike, and Honda has nailed it with a new chassis design. The Africa Twin 650 uses a lightweight high-tensile steel semi-double cradle frame, specially reinforced to handle the punishment of rough terrain while remaining forgiving enough for street riding. It's paired with a bolt-on subframe for easier repair or replacement, and not a real-world. Honda kept the geometry balanced, not too aggressive for off-road, but not too lazy for twisty pavement. The wheelbase sits around 61 inches, offering a great balance of stability and agility. Combine that with a 21-inch front wheel and 18-inch rear, and you've got a serious dual-sport platform built to ride confidently on anything from sand dunes to slick asphalt. Whether you're carving through canyons or dodging boulders in Moab, the frame feels connected and planted. Suspension, trail-tested and tunable. Suspension is where Honda has made sure this bike earns its Twin A title. Up front, we get Showa 45mm fully adjustable USD forks, offering over 8.5 inches of travel. In the rear, a Showa ProLink shock with remote preload adjustment gives riders flexibility for changing loads or riding conditions. Both systems are designed with real off-road riding in mind, not just gravel-fire roads but legitimate trail use. Riders can fine-tune the suspension to suit their style, whether they're up-touring or tackling a technical trail solo. Ground clearance is solid at over 9.5 inches, ensuring the underbelly stays safe even when things get rough. And the stock setup strikes a beautiful balance, plush enough to soak up rocky terrain but controlled enough to handle higher speeds and loaded touring. Ergonomics, comfort without compromise. Hop on the Africa Twin 650, and you're immediately welcomed by an adventure-ready cockpit. The rider triangle has been optimized for both sitting and standing positions, making long-distance travel and trail work equally comfortable. The adjustable seat height ranges from 32 to 34 inches, with optional lower kits available. The tank holds 19 liters, 5 gallons, which gives you a real-world range of about 250 to 280 miles, depending on how hard you're riding. The windscreen is adjustable, designed to cut buffeting at highway speeds while still allowing airflow during hot trail rides. The handlebars are wide and positioned high, offering excellent control when standing. Honda even added a narrow tank design where your knees hug the bike, improving grip and reducing fatigue during long off-road sessions. Small touches like rubber-damped foot pegs, handlebar-mounted controls, and a comfy stock saddle go a long way in reducing fatigue on long journeys. Electronics: smart, simple, useful. The Africa Twin 650 doesn't try to be a tech monster, but it includes all the features ADV riders actually use. You get ride-by-wire throttle, which enables for riding modes, road, off-road, gravel, and user. These modes control throttle response, traction control, and ABS intervention. And yes, you can fully disable rear ABS, a must for off-road braking control. The bike also comes with Honda Selectable Torque Control, HSTC, a refined traction control system that works seamlessly to prevent unwanted wheel spin without killing momentum. A 5-inch full-color TFT display is your command center, offering Bluetooth pairing, turn-by-turn navigation, and even Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for premium connectivity. Plus, a USB-C port, optional quickshifter, and standard slipper clutch round out the tech package. Everything's waterproof, glove-friendly, and laid out with trail usability in mind. No complicated menus. No overwhelming options. Just tech that works, when and where you need it. Brakes and tires, confident on all surfaces. Braking comes from a set of dual 310mm front discs with dual piston calipers and a 256mm rear disc, all controlled by an advanced ABS system that adapts to road or dirt. The braking power is progressive and confidence-inspiring, with enough bite to haul you down fast on pavement and enough modulation for finesse in loose terrain. The bike comes stock with Dunlop Trail Max Mixed-Tour tires, which offer a good 60/40ths on-road, off-road balance. The tubeless spoked wheels are a huge win, no need to fuss with tubes if you get a flat on the trail. More aggressive tires can easily be mounted if your riding leans more toward technical dirt than backroad touring. Styling and features: dark are inspired with a modern edge. The design of the Africa Twin 650 screams function with form. It carries the unmistakable silhouette of the bigger Africa Twin but trims it down for a leaner, more focused look. Twin LED headlights, a rally-style beak, sharp tank shrouds, and a beefy skid plate give the bike an aggressive stance. The tail section is slim and ready for panniers, and Honda offers integrated crash bars, center stand, soft or hard luggage, and even auxiliary lights as part of the accessories catalog. Fit and finish are top-notch, switches feel tactile, plastics are durable, and everything has that solid Honda quality. Available colors include matte ballistic black, tricolor red whites blue, and a special desert sand rally edition. Riders will appreciate the thoughtful layout, everything has its place, nothing feels cluttered. Riding experience, adventure, evolved. Out on the road, the Africa Twin 650 feels like a true all-rounder. It cruises at 75 miles per hour effortlessly, with the engine humming at a comfortable RPM. The wind protection is more than adequate, and the suspension eats up expansion joints and potholes. On gravel or light dirt, it feels sure-footed and predictable. Push into tougher terrain, and it still impresses with its composure and traction. This bike isn't just capable, it's enjoyable. The weight feels manageable. The controls are intuitive. It invites you to explore, to go further, to take that side trail you might skip on a heavier ADV. For riders upgrading from a 300 to 500 cubic centimeters dual sport, or those downsizing from a 1,200 cubic centimeters beast, the 650 hits a sweet spot that's hard to beat. Price, trims and availability, ready for the world. The 2026 Africa Twin 650 starts at $10,999 for the manual version and $11,799 for DCT. Honda will offer 3 trims. Standard, base model. Adventure Sports, with taller screen, center stand, hand guards. Rally Edition, full crash protection, off-road pegs, upgraded bash plate, unique livery. The bike is expected to be available at dealerships across North America starting spring 2026, and demand is expected to be high, especially for the Rally Edition. Final verdict, Honda's most important ADV since the CRF 250L. With the Africa Twin 650, Honda has created a motorcycle that's not just smart. It's strategic. It hits that elusive balance between off-road capability, on-road comfort, price, and performance. It brings the legendary Africa Twin name to a new audience, and it does so with style, strength, and the kind of thoughtful engineering that Honda is known for. Whether you're looking for your first real adventure bike, or you're a seasoned rider tired of muscling around a 600-pound giant, the 2026 Africa Twin 650 makes a strong case for being your next motorcycle. This isn't just another middleweight, this is the Africa Twin reimagined for the real world.